guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video I'll be giving you guys some tips on how to progress through reverse 1999 and also explain the basics on how to understand this game. That's pretty much it. But anyways, before I get into the video, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and also turn on that post notification bell so that you guys can always stay tuned as to when I post new videos. I really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here on the channel, if you have any questions regarding games such as Tower of God New World and reverse 1999, you can join my Discord server by going to my channel description. You'll see the link there, and I'll also post a link in the comment section down below. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's go right into the video. So first things first, we have another brand new code. So I'm going to come over here. I haven't claimed this code yet, so we're going to go over here to settings. We're going to go to exchange code. The code is 5YRBRF9. That is the code. We click confirm, and you basically just get resources with this code. So that is our third code in the game. If you guys want to know the other codes, you can watch my previous videos and you will know the other codes. And I'll also post all the codes in the description down below. So we got that code out the way. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is, of course, the story. So the most important thing when you're progressing through this game is the story. The story is very important because you get a lot of rewards, as you guys can see right here. When you progress through the story, you get a lot of clear drops. Clear drops are basically resources you use to do summons to exchange for unilogs, and unilogs are basically summon tickets. So you get clear drops, which equals more summons. So you want to make sure that you clear the story so that you can get resources and also summon resources, summon currency. And when you go through the story, you can also get resources to upgrade your characters. So if I go back over here to my crew, basically the characters that I have, if we go to Eternity right here and I try to level her up, basically ascend her, I need resources in order for me to ascend her. So I click this right here and it says I need to get insights in order for me to level her up. And in order for you to get insights, you have to go over here and you can basically grind insights by coming to the insight category. And the way that you unlock these different categories besides the story is by basically progressing through the story. I'm pretty sure you can unlock these categories by clearing chapter 1 or chapter 2. Like once you clear chapter 1 and chapter 2, you'll be able to have access to resource and also the insight category. And then once you clear chapter 3 level 2, you'll be able to unlock the in-game content artificial. I don't know how to say this, so I'm just going to say artificial. You'll be able to unlock this. So that's pretty much the story. You want to make sure that you clear the story. Right now I'm in chapter 3. The reason why I haven't cleared it yet is because I'm actually paying attention to the story. I don't want to just skip through the story. I'm actually paying attention to it. I'm actually reading it. So we're just like one chapter away from actually clearing the whole story. Of course, they're going to upgrade the story in future updates, but for now there's only 4 chapters. That's pretty much the story. And there's an event where you have to clear tutorials. I don't have access to it anymore because I already cleared it, but you're going to see like a little tutorial icon right here. When you click it right here, you're going to see basically different tutorials. It will explain to you how to play the game. When you clear those, you'll be able to get a lot of clear drops. So you want to make sure that you clear the tutorial so you can get a lot of rewards. So that's pretty much the story. Now when we come over here to task, for the first event, now this is a permanent event in the game, so I won't really call it an event. It's basically like a permanent feature, but right now I'm in act 3, so this is basically, how can I say, it's basically like missions. Like you wanted to clear these missions in order for you to get rewards, in order for you to get a lot of things. So right now I cleared act 1 and act 2. So the way that you want to go through this event is that you want to basically clear these objectives. As you can see, for example, it says level up 1 mineral character in the suitcase to level 10. I already cleared that, so guess what, I was able to claim the reward. Now I'll say one of the biggest mistakes in this event is when you level up characters that you're not going to use. For example, it says level up 1 mineral character. You want to level up a mineral character that you're actually going to use. For example, the mineral character I'm using is Eternity, so I leveled her up and I was able to clear this. So you want to level up characters that you're going to use. You don't want to level up characters that you're not going to use because you're basically wasting your resources. So that's pretty much the event right here. You basically just clear these objectives, and it's really important for you guys to clear this because you can get unilogs for clearing them, and not also unilogs, you can also get side cubes. Side cubes are basically artifacts. They give you additional stats, and they also give you stats such as damage taken reduction, more healing, and you see the amplification right here. It says when a round begins, healing done plus 3% for the character. So you basically have features, you basically have additional stats and also skills that you can put on your character when you equip side cubes on them. So side cubes are very important. You want to make sure that you guys clear these acts so you'll be able to unlock this side cube right here. You can get this side cube by clearing Act 5. And if for Act 6, you get a free Soneto skin. As you guys can see, this is her skin. You get a free skin right here. You also get Unilogs and you get resources right here. And that's pretty much it for this event. You get a lot of resources, you get side cubes, and you also get a skin. So really good event. Now we move on to the daily activities. So daily activities is basically your daily missions. When you log in every day, you want to make sure that you clear these missions so that you can get around 90 clear jobs. You get 90 clear jobs for daily activities per day. So you want to make sure that you clear these in order for you to get your clear jobs. And then we come to weekly activities. I was able to clear all my weeklies. For weekly activities, I can't scroll up, but you'll be able to get 100 clear jobs. Now you guys see this material right here. Now this is really important because you guys see this when I go to shop right here, when I go to bank, and if we go to, I'm pretty sure the pawn shop, you'll be able to get Unilogs by getting these right here, track of the loss. If you clear your weeklies if you clear your weeklies every week, you can get Unilogs. You can trade in your track of the loss for Unilogs. So you guys really want to clear those weekly so that you can get more summons. So that's really important. You can also get resources, but I feel like getting summons is way more important. So you're going to make sure that you clear your weekly so that you can be able to get your track of the loss, and then you can trade them for Unilogs. Now for treble encounter, I'm pretty sure for treble encounter you have to buy these. Yeah, you can only get this when you summon, I'm pretty sure. And then drop counter, you can just trade in your clear drops for Unilogs. So you need Unilogs in order for you to summon. So I feel like that's like the most important part for Baz counter. It's like the best category because you basically can get Unilogs for free by just clearing your weekly missions. So that's pretty much it in terms of the task. Now we move on to, I think it's over here. Yes, we move on to the wilderness. So wilderness is basically, if you guys are not familiar with the game Clash of Clans, wilderness is basically you getting resources by being AFK. So when you're not on the game, you're continuously getting resources while you're not on the game. And then once you log back in, you'll be able to get those resources. As you guys can see, I was able to get 12% resources, dust bell towers, and I was able to get resources by just simply claiming it for not even playing the game. So you want to make sure that you come here every single day when you're not active. You want to come here every single day to claim your resources, because these resources are used to upgrade your characters. And you also want to place characters here, because when you place your characters here, you can increase their bond. As you guys can see, bond is increased. So you can increase their bond and make them stronger. So that's pretty much how the wilderness system works. And then you can basically place different buildings here. So if I edit wilderness right here, you can expand your wilderness by placing down, different islands. So if I click this right here and I put it right here, I click check mark, you basically can expand your wilderness, make it bigger so that you can actually place buildings. Right now I only have one building, but the more you progress through the game, the more you clear things, you'll be able to place more buildings and get more resources. And then for wishing spring, you can basically craft resources here. So if I click the plus sign right here, you can craft ascension resources to level up your character's insight. Insight is basically ascending your character. So there's certain things that you're going to need in order for you to increase your character's insight. So you can come here to craft some things if you don't have those resources. So let's say I don't have any liquefied terror. I can trade in this resource right here. I can trade in trembling tooth in order for me to get this resource to increase my character's insight. So that's pretty much the whole wilderness system. That's pretty much how it works. And when I exit out here, now I'm going to go over here to crew. Now crew is basically your characters, right? You have your characters, and leveling up, this is basically you leveling up your characters. The resources that you need to level up your character is dust, and you also need sharp, okay, I don't want to say this, sharpodonty. Yo, these names in this game is the names are complicated, but I'm just gonna call those sharps. So those are the resources you need to level up your character. And then once you reach for the first, okay, when you don't have one insight, the max level is level 30. And in order for you to further increase your character's level, you have to basically ascend their insight. You have to level up their insight. And when you level up their insight, you're going to need resources in order for you to level up their insight. So when I was just talking about the wilderness, in wilderness, you can basically craft resources to get these insights, not insights, but resources, but you can also go to certain levels and get these resources. And then once you're able to level up that character's insight, you can get insight bonuses. Insight bonuses are basically additional stats. You know, you can make the character stronger, make their kit way better. As you guys can see, if when I level her insight up to level 2 insight, base stats will be increased, and her inheritance solitude for 100 years will be leveled up. Eternity original will be unlocked. So basically you get a lot of new things when you further increase your character's insight. And then we come over here to PsyQ preference. PsyQ preference is basically your artifacts. Make your character stronger. You can put these artifacts on the character. Right now I only have purple artifacts. I don't have yellow PsyCube. So the more PsyCubes you get, you want to make sure that you put the right PsyCube on the character to make them good. You don't want to put, you know, a healing PsyCube on a DPS character who doesn't even need healing. So that's pretty much how PsyCube is. You get more stats. As you can see, you get more stats. You can also level up the PsyCubes to make them stronger. You come over here and you can place these resources to level them up. So that's pretty much PsyCube preferences, basically your artifacts. And then we come over here to Resonant. Now Resonant, you unlock Resonant by clearing chapter 3 level 2. So once you clear that, Resonant is basically your build. This is where you build your character, you get more stats on your character, and you click this right here, and these are basically pieces. I'll call them pieces. You put these on the character, and then you want to, like, it's like a puzzle, and then you want to make sure that you fit these pieces in the right spot in order for you to get like a full board. Because as you can see, my whole board is filled up and I got all these pieces. These pieces include different stats such as attack and critical rate, crit damage. Basically it's like it's like your build basically, and then you want to plug them in together and then you build your character. So that's pretty much how Resonant works. And if you don't feel like, you know, trying to match up the pieces and trying to make them fit together, you can just click quick load right here and they're just going to put them in for you. But I'd rather prefer you guys, like, if you're actually, like, once you reach later on in the end game and once you actually understand the game even more and which stats you need to put on your characters, I feel like manually putting on these pieces would be a better option. But for now, since we're just now starting the game, quick load is, I prefer y'all to do quick load instead, because sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing, so I would rather put quick load instead. But once I, you know, get used to the game and actually understand every character, I'd rather, you know, manually put these pieces in. And you can also level up these pieces. Pretty sure, like, if we go over here, now it says level 1. Yeah, you can pretty much, whoa, let's put that. Yeah, you can basically change the direction of these pieces as well. So that's pretty much how pieces work. You can also level up the resonance right here. You need resources in order for you to do that. Right now I'm like resonant level 2, so you can level it up and make your stats even stronger. So that's pretty much the whole resonance system. Portray is basically your copies. When you get a copy of a character, these are basically how the copies look. They're called artifices. Once you get the artifice, you can go ahead and level up your character's incantations. Incantations are basically your skill cards. These are the skill cards right here when you're actually using the character and using their attacks and skills. So when you're summoning for a character, if you get multiple copies of that character, you can further ascend their incantations by coming over here. And I don't have any artifices for eternity, so I can't level up her arcane skills. But if I go to a character where I can actually level up their incantations, can I? Let me see if I can actually do that. I don't think I can. I don't think I have any additional copies of my characters. Yeah, I don't think I can. But you guys get the gist of it. When you get copies of your characters, you can further enhance their incantations. You can further enhance their skills and make them stronger. So that's pretty much how the portray system works. And I feel like that's pretty much it. You can basically get, you know, different skins of your character. Once you unlock insight, you can basically get another skin of the character once you level up their insight to level 2. And then over here, you just, you know, check the character's voice, item, story, and that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much, you know, how the characters work. And like I said, when you level up their insight, you can further get, you can get more you can basically further enhance their kit, make them stronger. Like for example, right here, when I ascend my eternity into Insight 2, damage dealt plus 8% when the caster enters battle. So you basically make your character stronger the further you enhance their insight. So that's pretty much it in terms of crew and ascending your characters. Now their element, as you guys can see, their element is called Afflatus. Afflatus, just like in any other game, Afflatus basically have an advantage over certain Afflatus, such as, I think, mineral. I don't know the weakness. How can I check the Afflatus wheel, like the advantages and disadvantages? But you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, certain elements are stronger than other elements and certain elements are not stronger. So that's pretty much how the whole Afflatus system works. Now we come over here to the summon system. There was a guaranteed 6-star banner. I was able to clear that, so I don't have that banner anymore. But if you guys are just now starting on the game, I would recommend you guys to go for that banner first. Never touch this banner right here. This is the standard banner. This banner is permanent in the game. You can literally get all the unlimited 6-star characters in this banner, and you can also get the unlimited 5-star characters, but you can't get limited characters on this banner. I'm pretty sure you can't get limited, if I'm not wrong. Well, you can get limited characters. You can get limited characters on this banner, but I would recommend you guys to go for the limited banners instead, because for the limited banners, the chances of you getting the character that you actually want, for example, Sotheby, the chances of you getting her is far greater than trying to summon for her on the standard banner. So I definitely recommend you guys to not go for this banner at all, because this is like a permanent banner. You want to go for the limited banners instead. But if you guys haven't cleared that 30 summon 6-star guaranteed banner, I'd recommend you guys to clear that first, because you get a free 6-star character in just 30 summons. So make sure that you guys clear this. And if we go back over here to the events, make sure that you guys log in for 8 days. Right now I logged in for 3 days, but the reason why you guys should log in for 8 days is because you get a free DK, and this character is going to be absolutely insane, because I have Baby Blue, and Baby Blue is a mental defense shredder. So I'm definitely going to pair her up with my Baby Blue. She's going to be a really solid character. So make sure that you guys log in for 8 days so that you can claim this free 5-star character. And not only that, but you can get Unilogs for free. And like I said, Unilogs are basically your summoning currency. So you're going to make sure that you log in for 8 days straight, that you can get all these resources and also these Unilogs. And I'm pretty sure this is you can get a 6-star side cube on your 5th day. So I'm pretty sure on Monday, when I log in on Monday, I'll be able to get a free 6-star side cube, and we can also choose which side cube we want. So this is really important. Make sure that you guys log in as soon as possible to claim these rewards. And you come to Storm Visitors, you have 27 days to do this event. So this is not in a limited event. You have 27 days to log in for 7 days to get these Unilogs. So it's pretty much it in terms of the event. Now for the endgame content, I come over here, let me go back. Artificial, I'm just going to say artificial instead. Artificial is basically if you're familiar to games such as Genshin, where they have Spiral Abyss. This is basically your in-game content. This is in the game permanently, because as you can see, rewards reset certain there's a certain time period where rewards will reset. You can come here and claim your rewards, and you basically come over here and you're basically clearing all these levels. You're clearing, basically fighting enemies. It's like an in-game content basically. So this is really fun. I haven't started on it yet, but I'm gonna start on it right after I'm done with this video. But this is basically your in-game content, and a way for you to unlock this feature of the game is by going to chapter 3, and you have to clear level 2 Frog and Toffee. You basically have to clear this in order for you to unlock that. So if you haven't cleared that level, you won't be able to have access to artificial. So you want to make sure that you go to chapter 3 and unlock this feature right here. And then for resources, like I said, resources, you come here to get your side cubes. So when you clear these levels, you can get side cubes. And when you want to level up your characters, if you're running low on resources, you can come here, get your dust, and you can also get your sharps as well. And then for insight is basically you being able to basically enhance your character's insight. This is where you get your resources from. So resource and insight is where you come to level up your characters and make your character stronger. So that's pretty much it with the whole story, events, summons, characters, and I'm pretty sure I covered everything. Now for the mail, they're doing like a candy parade thing. Candy parade is basically them giving out stamina for free. So this is the stamina right here. We basically have, like, the more you level up, the more you can increase the stamina threshold, but you can literally refresh your stamina by using these resources right here. Where's it at? As you guys can see, you can get more stamina by getting these candies. I'm not using them yet, I'm saving them up, but it's really important for you guys to log in so that you can claim your daily candy, so that you can further enhance, not further enhance, but further to get more stamina basically. So I think that's pretty much it. We cleared task. Warehouse is basically like your book bag, your inventory. And then friends, of course you can have friends, you can invite friends, add friends. You can't play with friends. Like I said, this game is not co-op, it's single player. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. Atlas, you can basically get story review, roll atlas, side cubes, and that's pretty much reverse 1999. If I'm missing anything, I don't think I'm missing anything. I think I pretty much cleared everything. Oh, one more thing, the battle pass. So battle pass, there's basically a battle pass in this game. You can get a skin for a character. As you guys can see, you can get this character skin, and you can also get unilogs in this. You can get resources, and you can also get, let me check this right here. You can also get a 6-star side cube once you reach the end of this battle pass. Like once you reach level 50, you can get a 6-star side cube. So if you're trying to go pay to win, then the battle pass is a really good choice, because you can get a 6-star side cube for free by just simply, you know, going through the battle pass and, you know, claiming all your rewards and going through these missions. So battle pass is actually not that bad. I'm free to play, so I won't do it, but as a free-to-play player, the resources are not that bad, so I'll actually take it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the game. That's pretty much reverse 1999 basically. Play the story. Now the next thing is gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, I almost forgot to show you guys gameplay, but the next thing I'm gonna show you guys is the gameplay. So I'm gonna come over here, and I'm not gonna try to do the story. I'm gonna go to resources instead, and we're gonna come over here to in-depth analysis, because I really need to get more side cubes. So this part, well, this part I don't think we can actually clear that. I'm not gonna waste my tip on side cubes yet, but I will actually do resources instead. So I'm gonna come over here, and whenever you're trying to clear a level, or you're trying to, you know, get resources, you're going to need to spend stamina. You have to spend stamina, so you're gonna make sure that you spend your stamina wisely on things that you actually need. So I'm gonna come over here. Now this is how the whole game works. You basically have a team, right? And for this team, you can use 3 characters, and then for your assist character, you can only use your assist character when one of your characters dies, and then your assist character will come in and replace that character that died. And you basically have a Flatus. So the Flatus, as you guys can see, a Flatus right here. Now if I click this right here, where are they actually going to show the Afflatus? Where can I check the Afflatus? Okay, so you guys see right here in the bottom the Afflatus. So this is your Afflatus disadvantage and advantages. So this icon right here with the scratch marks, that is the beast Afflatus. This is the mineral Afflatus, and this is the star Afflatus, and this is the plant Afflatus. And then for these 2 Afflatuses right here, I forgot the names of them, but for these 2 Afflatuses, they are disadvantaged. Like they are in a disadvantage and also an advantage for each other. So these 2, they work against each other, and they also don't work against each other. So they're like, this is like a 50-50 type of Afflatus, disadvantage and advantage. But for these right here, beast is stronger than plant, plant is stronger than star, and star is stronger than mineral. Star is weaker against plant, and mineral is weaker against star, and then beast is weak against mineral, and plant is weak against beast. So that's pretty much the whole Afflatus system. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys gameplay. Now when you clear a level, you'll be able to autoplay that level. So if you don't feel like, you know, manually clearing the level, you can come over here, click this, and you can basically autoplay it, and you can pick how many times you want to autoplay it. I'm pretty sure if you click ×4, that basically means like you get more rewards. I don't think you have to like continuously do it over and over again, but that's pretty much the whole auto battle system. So I think I'm gonna go back. We don't want to replay that. So I'm gonna go over here, and then we're gonna basically clear this level. So I'm gonna click start, and then you can also equip side cubes for your characters, and you can also switch side cubes to other characters as well. So whenever the game starts, you're going to get basically, I think, a debuff. You can either get a debuff or a buff. So for the enemy, knock to dust it off, reality damage taken plus 30%. So the enemy, they have a debuff. So we come over here, and then when you guys see this right here, this is basically like whenever you're moving your cards and you're casting your incantations, you can get points, and these points will basically buff up your gameplay. So retains the tiers of all current incantation, randomly change them into new ones. So that basically means if I want a whole new set of deck, like a whole new set of arcane skills, it will pop up, and I need 25 points in order for me to do that. So in order for me to do that, I can just simply move this card and I get a point for that. So that's pretty much how that whole system works. So the gameplay. Now, if you move a card, you basically have 3 actions available, 3 moves. If you move a card, that counts as an action, and then you see I moved my card, and now I only have 2 actions left. If I move my card again, that's another action. So if you move your cards 3 times, you're basically using 3 actions, and you won't be able to attack at all. So you want to make sure that you're moving your cards wisely, and you want to use your cards wisely. So you have to actually think before you cast your cards. So when you have 2 of the same cards, as you guys can see, there's 2 similar incantations, like there's 2 cards right here that are exactly the same. You can move them next to each other, and you'll be able to get 2 stars right here. When you do that, you basically enhance the card and made it stronger. So when you want to read the description of the card, you can hold it, and then it will basically explain to you what this card does, what this skill card can do. Mass attack HP and deals 160%, right? When I move them together and I hold it again, you guys can see that the percentage increase. It went from 160% to 240%. So moving the cards together, you're basically enhancing their usage and making the card stronger. Now, each card is for a specific character. So for this card, is basically is Eternity's arcane skill. This card is Tanat's skill, arcane skill, and this card is for Sonetta. So each character, they have their own skill card, and they can basically cast their arcane skills. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Eternity's arcane skill. I'm going to put this down, and actually, no, before I do that, I'm going to move this right here. And then for Sonetta, she can basically buff the damage that my team can do, and she also can reduce the damage they can take. So I'm going to put this down first, and then we're going to use Eternity's arcane skill. That's pretty much how the gameplay works. That's that AoE damage right there. And then when you cast your cards, you get more cards into your deck. So it's pretty similar to, you know, 7 Deadly Sins. It's pretty similar to that type of gameplay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, because since I have the same card for these, like the fact that I have the same debuff card, I'm gonna go ahead and move these together. That counted as a move. And then when you want to change your target, you basically change your target by clicking on another enemy. And I'm going to target this guy, and I'm going to use this card, and then I'm going to use Tanat's skill. So I'm going to move back to this cat right here, and I'm going to use her skill. And as you guys can see, you basically deal damage. And now it's the enemy's turn. And when your ultimate is available, oh, he debuffed us. He took away our ultimate. But you guys saw that shiny card there. So as you guys can see, I have 58 points. Now I can actually spend my points on a buff. So I'm going to retain the tiers of all current incantations, which are basically all these cards. I'm going to get a new one, a whole new set of cards. As you guys can see, my whole deck changed. So that's pretty much how this works. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the AoE, since we're going to kill all of them. And we'll be able to kill them all. And he's dead. So that's pretty much the gameplay, and that's how the gameplay works. And whenever you're basically clearing a level, whenever your performance, if your performance is better than the last performance, basically like the last time you attempted this level, you can upgrade that attempt and because when you do your replays, you're basically making an AI control, you know, what you're doing. So when your performance is way better than your last performance, you can click here to upgrade it, and your performance will be way better when you're letting the AI take control. So I like that AI system, to be honest, because you're basically making your AI better and actually making your AI do, basically making your AI smarter. So that's pretty much the gameplay. That's how it works. But yeah, I pretty much covered everything. And as you guys can see, I was able to clear another daily activity. I'm going to go ahead and claim this, and you get rewards for basically doing your daily missions. So that's pretty much, the gameplay, the story, and how much, how the game works. And yeah, this game is honestly really solid. The story is really good. Animations are amazing. Really, really, really good game in terms of, art style, everything about this game is just really well done. The UI, the way the game looks is just really, really good. But anyways, I'll be leaving the video at that. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and put your thoughts down below in the comment section of what you guys think about the game. But anyways, I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you stay hydrated, stay safe. I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.